Well, we've been in the playoffs 15 of the last 16 years. And so this puts a pretty tough burden on you, because you not only have to look forward to the first objective of winning your division, but for the Cowboys, the only success is the Super Bowl. For the last 2 years, we've been beaten in the conference championship game and have fallen one game shy of the Super Bowl. This year, it's more of a crusade, if you want to use that word, that we don't fall short again.
The guardians at the gate of the Super Bowl in the National Football Conference are the Dallas Cowboys. For 2 seasons, these gates were crashed by teams more determined and committed to victory. In 1982, the strength of both the Guardians and the Gate appeared unbreakable. For this was a team of great coaching, great players, and great expectations. Tom Landry ended his 23rd year looking for a record 18th straight opening day victory. But opening night became a ghoulish nightmare against the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Cowboys scored 4 touchdowns, but lost their first opener since 1964, 36-28. A strike by the NFL Players Association emptied stadiums, and the 1982 season was deflated for 8 weeks. When the players returned, there was a strange look to this strike-shortened season. There was weirdness in the air and on the field. Everything went topsy-turvy. Long shots became sure shots. Heads turned up tails, and the game became a crazy scramble, not an orderly march to Super Bowl 17.
Inside, caught and dropped from behind, fumble, picked up by the Cowboys. And here goes Michael Downs. He's going to score.
In a cockeyed season designed by the Mad Hatter, the unflappable man under the hat stood steadfast, grimly determined to realize those great expectations. An expected source of strength was the Cowboy defense, a unit that would help lead the team to its 17th consecutive winning season and 8th straight playoff appearance, both NFL records. Pro Bowl middle linebacker Bob Brunick unraveled plays before they were stitched together. Number 79, Harvey Martin, led the team in sacks for the 10th straight year. The Cowboys' pass rush was helped by linebackers Guy Brown and Mike Hegman, and tackles John Dutton and number 60, young Don Smerick. All-Pro Ed Too Tall Jones, number 72, needed only a few giant steps to make an offense look small. An opposing coach said, the only way to stop Too Tall is with a gun. If that were true, it would take a double-barrel shotgun to blunt the firepower of Randy White. Number 54 is double-teamed and held on every play, a strong-arm tactic that White merely out-muscled. The all-pro tackle never quits on a play. Professional pride drove him 40 yards downfield to track down the ball. While White commanded center stage, members of the supporting cast, like Dexter Clinkscale, flew in from the wings. Two opportunistic Cowboys were Benny Barnes and cornerback Dennis Thurman. Thurman stole 3 passes in the regular season, and his 4 playoff thefts made him the NFL's second all-time playoff interceptor. A major reason the Cowboys allowed the 3rd fewest points in the NFL was Michael Downs, number 26, a rangy big play safety only in his 2nd year. The hard-hitting Downs is one half of the equation that reads long-range success for the Cowboy secondary. The other half is baby-faced Everson Walls, the biggest thief to hit Dallas since J.R. Ewing. In 1982, the precocious cornerback became the first player to lead the NFL in interceptions in his first 2 seasons. He is pro football's ultimate air traffic controller, altering flight plans, diverting the final destination of thrown footballs. Named to the All-Pro team, Walls became a hero in the rich tradition of Dallas Cowboy heroes. The team needed all the heroes and heroics they could muster after the strike. With a season shapeless, having no middle, the final 7 games would prove a furious stretch run to the playoffs. The Cowboys bolted out of the blocks with 5 straight victories. They defeated the Bucs 14-9, setting up a full-course, black-tie, sit-down affair with an old dinner partner. At RFK Stadium, the Cowboys were greeted by hosts who had poor table manners, but a spotless record. The Redskins revolved around quarterback Joe Theismann, and Doomsday trapped him in a revolving door of stunts, loops, and blitzes. Theismann was sacked 7 times, and the Redskins were limited to 10 points. The offensive line, hamstrung by injuries to Robert Shaw and Herbert Scott, controlled the game. Pat Donovan, Howard Richards, Tom Rafferty, Kurt Peterson, and Jim Cooper allowed quarterback Danny White time to exploit the stingiest defense in the NFC. Redskins stacked their defense for Tony Dorsett. This strategy blocked up one avenue, but left a path to the end zone for running backs Timmy Newsome, number 30, and Ron Springs, number 20.
Handoff is to Springs with a hole, to the 40, to the 35, to 30. He may go to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Dallas!
The convincing 24-10 victory was the midpoint of a 5-game winning streak that prompted premature bouquets from the press, who called the Cowboys the best team in the NFL. Shadowed beneath the hasty praise was the harsh fact that the Cowboys were often ragged, prone to mistakes, not a slick, well-oiled machine with a free pass to the Super Bowl. The Cowboys had the look of a team awaiting the wrecking ball's swing. and their chance for home field advantage in the playoffs was reduced to rubble in the final 2 weeks. The Philadelphia Eagles converted Cowboy turnovers into a 24-20 victory. 8 days later in the season's final week, another crucial error led to a 31-27 loss to the Minnesota Vikings. Mistakes, once obscured by easy victories, were magnified by crushing defeats. No one could gloss over the truth that instead of galloping into the playoffs, the Cowboys were limping into them. The disappointing end of the regular season did not cripple their chances in the Super Bowl tournament. Their glossy reputation as the most balanced offensive team in pro football remained undiminished in 1982. Their attack generated the most points in the NFC, and touchdowns were produced by a variety of wondrous methods. It was an offense built on precision. Precise throws, blending perfectly with precise pass routes. It was the precision of place kicker Raphael Septien who became the Cowboys' all-time leading scorer. It was an offense built on execution and dogged determination. The determination of number 67, Pat Donovan, to stick with a block long enough for a slow-breaking play to unfold. The end result of perfect execution was easy touchdowns. Quarterback Danny White orchestrated the steps in an offense that flowed smooth as a samba. For partners, White enjoyed a selection of fancy dancers. Acrobatic Tony Hill led the team in receiving. Drew Pearson, the Cowboys' all-time leading receiver, ages as gracefully as Fred Astaire. Good hands in the clutch belong to Billy Joe Dupree and Butch Johnson, number 86. The Cowboy scoring machine never grows rusty. It always has a surplus of spare parts. A budding star like running back Timmy Newsom often stepped into the breach with spectacular results.
White goes back, he's in trouble, pulls up, now fires it short, it's caught. Here's Springs, or Newsom rather. Newsom down to the 20, to the 15, driving inside the 10, the 5, touchdown! Oh, what a sensational run! He was hit 4 times from the 15 on in.
One young player whose time arrived was tight end Doug Cosby, number 84. Cosby caught more passes than any other tight end in the NFC and led the team in touchdown catches. Cosby stretched his 6-foot 6-inch frame to its limits and was the answer to many a prayer of a pass. While Cosby emerged as a bread and butter player, the meat and potatoes of the offense remained Tony Dorsett. It was an unusual season for number 33. He earned his first NFC rushing title not on long, picturesque sweeps, but with dirty little runs up the gut. meeting every challenge head on. For 8 games, Dorsett's longest game was a mere 19 yards.
Hey, man, you need one now. Huh? You listen to the Bundy. Let's go.
The Dallas Cowboys sailed in the playoffs aboard a leaky vessel, trailing 17-16 and sinking steadily against the Buccaneers. They were bailed out dramatically in the fourth quarter.
Let's go. Watch the pick, understand? Watch the fake, baby. Let's go. Get it back away.
Four-man front, Williams back to throw, pressure coming, he goes left side, intercepted. Picked off by the Cowboys, Monty Hunter to the 10, to the 5, and in for the touchdown. Here's a kid from Salem College in West Virginia who gets his first interception as a pro and returns it for 6.
Rookie Monty Big Game Hunter bagged the biggest trophy of his short career and joined a long list of Cowboy playoff heroes. While the Cowboys barely survived round 1 of the Super Bowl tournament, survival was achieved by different means in a hair-breadth escape from the Green Bay Packers. The Cowboys dominated every phase of the first half and carved out a 20-7 lead that was sparked by a touchdown return by Dennis Thurman. The Cowboys threw many punches but never delivered the knockout. This lack of killer instinct allowed the Packers to claw back within 4 points, 30-26. Desperate times often produce magic moments, and the Cowboys pulled a rabbit out of their hat.
50. Quick screen out to the left to Drew Pearson. He wants to throw and does so, but Hill is being held up and catches the ball. Oh, mercy! How did he catch it? He was belted.
Victory over the Packers earned yet another try for the NFC Championship. The Cowboys entered their 3rd straight NFC Championship game as road warriors, the steep price they paid for not owning the best record. Some say the 3rd time is a charm, and maybe even the Cowboys themselves believe they enjoyed a charmed life, that victory could always be pulled out in the end. But at the end of this day, victory belonged to the arch-rival Redskins.
No, it's a play fake, sure enough. And batted down by Manley, intercepted by Darrell Grant. Touchdown, Redskins!
A season of great expectations ended on a bizarre note, but not on a freak play. It was the 5th straight game an opponent had capitalized on a Cowboy offensive mistake for a touchdown. It was also the 3rd straight year someone else was going to the Super Bowl. However, there was much to be proud of in this game and in this season. Tom Landry, the 3rd winningest coach in NFL history, won his 200th game. In the 13-year history of the NFC Championship, the Cowboys have appeared 10 times. It was their 17th straight winning season, their 16th trip to the playoffs in 17 years. For the 3rd straight year, the Cowboys faced a team that played as much for pride and self-respect as for the Super Bowl. Even so, Dallas had dominated the second half of this title game and almost pulled off a stirring comeback victory by riding the powerful right arm of young and eager quarterback Gary Hogeboom. the Dallas Cowboys will look to 1983 with the same lofty goal, reaching the Super Bowl. They are a team whose history, past, present, and future, is steeped in a winning tradition. A tradition that maintains and demands great expectations.